Hey everyone, and welcome back to Small Screen Sagas. I'm your host Nicole, and today I'm talking about the show from Season 3, Episode 10, entitled Revelations Chapter 2. Y'all, I just finished watching. This is my instant cast, even though it's Monday. I couldn't watch yesterday, and I hurried and watched as soon as I could today because there are so many spoilers online. I just had to stay off social media for the last 12 hours or so. Now, when it first started, the first half, I was like, okay, not much is happening, but I kept seeing reactions online. So I was like, when are we going to get to the G's? And since it is my instant cast, I'm really not going to talk too much about the things that I don't really care about, such as like Victor and his dad's storyline. It just wasn't moving me. We're going to just talk about the guts of the episode. So let's get to Elgin's torture. Oh my gosh. So Boyd, I had to close my eyes. I did not think Boyd was going to do it. When Boyd slams that hammer down and then we see Elgin's hand, and even Lady Cop, she was like, yo, that's a kid. I'm like, yeah, it is, but he got to say something. You know, like, for a minute, yes, if you listen to last week's episode or even the week before, I think when Elgin first took her, I was like, yo, what if there's some really sort of weird secret way that maybe Elgin is right? Clearly, Elgin was wrong. Never listen to the voices in this show. It doesn't matter what they show you, whether it's a voice in your head, whether it's worms in your body, whether it is a camera printing out pictures for you. But when the picture first prints out and it shows Boyd's home, Boyd knew, like, I don't trust it anyways, because guess what? The boat that my wife got me wasn't there. I would be able to see the boat. Y'all forgot about that part. Y'all didn't know about that part because we discussed it prior to coming to town. Or I don't know if that's why. But that's what made him say, nah, y'all got it. Y'all almost got it right, but it's not enough to stop me. So when Boyd was torturing Elgin, and then Lady Cop comes in and stops it, and then Sarah goes up there and she's like, yo, Boyd, I don't want his soul to be taken. I don't want this place to break him. My soul's already been taken. I'm already damaged. She didn't actually say that, but she was like, I know what it needs to be done in order for you to tell. So when we hear Elgin screaming, oh my gosh, and his eye is missing, like, damn, Sarah, I didn't know you had it in you. Looking all prim and proper with your little schoolgirl outfit on. I was like, what? It was good, y'all. It was good. But she got the answer. She got the answer. Whether you agree with forms of torture to get an answer out in the sake of, helping the greater good. We're not even going to go there today. But whatever she did, what she did, we saw his eye was fucking missing. Oh my gosh. I'm tripping off the whole last second half of the episode. But his eye's missing. He told him. He told her, He finally spoke and they ran to the cellar. But just like the monsters told Sarah last week, yo, you guys aren't going to get there in time. And that was true. And to finally see Fatima, which had to be super scary, give birth to this monster thing she didn't ask for. And it turns out it was Smiley. So I knew Smiley had something to do with this episode. Well, I know I didn't. But I remember, it showed him kill Miranda last week. But then I saw him, like, that character, that actor, post a picture or something. And I heard him scooted out of it. So I was like, no spoilers. So I was like, I wonder what he has to say about the season finale. This dude is reborn with the same damn smile, you creepy motherfucker. Oh my gosh. It is crazy. I know, I just skipped all over. Oh my gosh. It's too much. Okay. Let me calm down. So Elgin finally tells his secret to Sarah. They run off. They get to Fatima. They are too late. Fatima has given birth damn near by herself with this monster lady because Fatima's about to cut that baby out of her. And the monster stopped her. And at first, I thought the monster was putting the glass up to Fatima's neck. Like, I thought I'm like, well, how are you going to kill Fatima if she has to give birth to this thing? And Boyd was so brave to go down there. And at that same time where we're seeing Boyd go down to the tunnels and see I have to know what's happening. All the monsters are there surrounding this baby. Tabitha's having her situation with Jim and Jade, and now she's remembering. Jade's playing the music. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is probably the one time Jim was right. Because Jim was like, yo, let's not play this music. And then they're like, well, let's go out of the town. Y'all didn't really go far enough. And maybe this is the one time that Jim was actually right when he was like, everything we've heard about music has been bad here. Boyd said the music box. There was some other scene with the music. And like, no, all of a sudden you see these numbers and music comes in your head. I don't buy it. No, no, no. So when the kids finally come to the woods or to the bottle tree and Tabitha, they say Unkui. And I thought Tabitha was going to get mad. Like, damn, stop saying Unkui. But they realize Unkui this whole time means remember. And we saw the previous scene, or excuse me, the previous episode when Tabitha did hug Victor and she became like Miranda. I guess she keeps becoming born whoever, I don't know. I still don't really get that part. Because she's like, I was Miranda, he was Christopher, and we had a kid. So like, what? I don't know. Was Miranda cheating on Henry while she was up there in this town? I mean, it wouldn't be cheating if you're stuck there, I guess. But so Miranda and Henry had a kid. It was a daughter. And who was this daughter? And like, I know Jim hearing this is like, what the fuck? And another thing I saw people saying, I haven't gone too much into it, but I saw people were like, oh, they told us in the first episode. I still don't get what you mean. And I can't read any spoilers, so I'll definitely watch after this. Because it does show that flashback of Jim saying like, I wish we can go back to a time when things were like before or whatever. But I still don't get how that connects to Jade and Tabitha's connection or their past of being together, being Miranda and Christopher having a kid. And it seems like Victor would have remembered that his mom had a kid outside of Eloise. Because clearly she had Eloise before she got there. Henry knows that Eloise and Victor were his kids. So I really wonder where that's going. And then Julie coming up at the end. So Julie had that whole conversation with Ethan talking about maybe I can change the story. Ethan's like, no, you can visit old stories, but you can't change it. So when Julie pops up with a haircut that was looking really great, I love this little long bob on her. But she's like, Dad, and she's all scratched and fucked up and everything. And Jim, why'd you let that man get that close to you? Why didn't you guys both just run? As soon as he came talking to you, why didn't you run? And obviously that was the man that was on the radio. Because he said, he said, you shouldn't have let your wife dig that hole. And he slit Jim's throat. And it's like, but it's daylight still. So how, I don't know. I'm so confused. Is Jim really dead? Did Jim really die? Is this really current times? I'm still confused. And I didn't want to watch any theories or read any theories without being influenced by them. But damn. Like, yeah, Jim, you got on our nerves. We talked shit about you, but we didn't want you to die. I mean, I didn't. I know a lot of people have been saying they want the Matthews family to die. I never felt that strong about them. And now after what Sarah did, I know I'm all over the place. With Elgin, I'm like, Sarah, you know what? You kind of cool in my book. Because not saying what she did was right, but like most people wouldn't be able to go that far. Unless you're like Jack Bauer. You wouldn't be able to go to the torture levels of what she just did. Jack Bauer could. Sarah, in my eyes, she went deep. And not saying she wanted to. She's like, we were good people. Like, when I met you, Elgin, we were good people. Da-da. That was crazy. The gym thing was crazy. Tabitha and Jade. People have been talking about the Tabitha and Jade. And I'm like, I don't see the connection. Like, they seem like they're friends. They seem like they're both trying to get answers. But I never got a romantic vibe out of them. Oh, those last, 15 minutes were crazy, crazy, crazy. Where did Julie go? It's giving me Dark vibes. If you ever watch Dark, it's on Netflix. Like, with her, the haircut, I'm like, who is she? Is this our Julie or is this a different dimension Julie? I don't know. Dark is really good. At least the first season was, excellent. Second season was good. And then third season was, I wasn't feeling third season. But I do still recommend that show. But either way, Julie coming out of nowhere, scratches on her face, like, what the fuck? What did you do? And Ethan, by the time season 4 come, Ethan gonna be 12. He's probably 12 already. He's just gonna be 15. He's gonna be Elgin's age. It's gonna be crazy. I don't know how they're gonna keep Ethan so young looking. I'm not suggesting they recast him, but I don't know if it would be more weirder that he's taller or more weirder if they recast him. I don't know. I think they need to just hurry up and do all of Ethan's scenes like as soon as possible. Because he's gonna be like the boy in white. I don't know. They're gonna explain it somehow, some way, weirdly, like when Victor saw the boy in white last week, and he's like, "You look different." And I'm like, "Oh, y'all want to keep that same boy." So, damn it if he grew 6 inches over the last 2 seasons. But yeah, this was crazy. This was good. I mean, those last 15 to 20 minutes. I mean, even before then, when they confront Elgin, and why did Elgin sit there and let Boyd tie him up? Like, nah, we was in the room together. I'm fighting you. I'm jumping out the window. Obviously, you know something's going on. I'm not gonna be sitting here crying, and I'm not holding that secret that tough. No. I will definitely break even the threat of torture. You don't have to touch me once. Just show me the tools, and I'm talking. You don't have to show me the tools. The idea that you could potentially torture me. I'm talking. So Elgin to hold out so long, I feel so bad for him. And Father Khatri was right. Like, damn, if he thinks this will get you guys home, that's why he feels so strongly about it. He's a good kid. He doesn't mean any harm. Like, what's the difference between him and Fatima accidentally killing Tilly? And I understand Boyd was like, well, there's nothing I can do about Tilly. Well, I don't know. I mean, obviously it worked. Obviously, they figured out where Fatima was, but damn. But the Tabitha and Jade thing, I still don't quite understand fully. And is Jim dead? And how did Julie get this haircut? Like, are we going into the future? Maybe that's what they're going to do. It's like next season, it's going to jump into a different timeline or something. Because Julie clearly had this haircut. She looked more mature. She looked older. And that might be a way for them to still use Ethan. Like, it jumped to 2 years or whatever. And, yeah, I'm going to have to say about Randall, Christy, or Marielle. Hopefully Randall, I never thought I would feel sorry for him. Like, from the moment we met him, I was like, he needs to get something to learn a lesson. And, yeah, I think he's learned it. Like, let Randall live. Like, stop having those cicadas in his head. I never thought I would feel sorry for him, but here we are. I think he's going to be more humble now. I think he is somewhat changed. You could still see he has that hard exterior. But hopefully they let him rest next season. And speaking of rest, hopefully Fatima can rest too. Because they're like, take her back. I'm like, she just literally gave birth. Whether it was a monster baby or a regular baby, whatever. Like, she saw everything. And for her to say that they sacrificed the children so they can live forever. So these people like sacrifice their own children so they can have. Why would you want to live forever? It's not even that serious. Like, I don't get that. And why we didn't see Fatima see this unless she saw it like as she gave birth. I don't know. I'm so interested to what's gonna happen next season. And yeah, that monster baby, if it looks like a monster, it's a monster, except for the kids. Maybe, I mean, the kids look like monsters too, but like, oh, poor kids. But to see Smiley reborn and he's like same size, and it's like, damn, we're not going to blame Boyd. I know I'm all over the place, but if Boyd never killed Smiley, would this ever happen to Fatima? And Elgin would have never been tortured because he would never saw these signs. But it still doesn't, all the other things still would have happened with Tabitha and Jade and potentially Jim. That's crazy. I don't know. Like, I did not expect to see Jim die if he is in fact dead. So yeah, that's all I got. It's crazy. I'm rewatching. I got it on TV right now. Smiley comes out. Smiley, get the fuck out of you, creepy thing. Oh my gosh. Crazy. Well, you guys, thanks for listening. I will definitely be back for season 4. I cannot wait. Hopefully you guys join me as well. And as soon as I finish this, I can't wait to get online to see all the theories or things that didn't make sense to me that people will explain. And I'll be like, oh, duh. Now I get what they're saying. Because I still don't get when people are like, oh, they told us in the first episode. Like, I still don't get that. And maybe I'll just have to go back and watch season 1 again for like the 3rd or 4th time. All right, that is all I got. Thanks for joining. Remember, you can follow me on The Verdict's In on Facebook or on Twitter at The Verdict's In. And If you want to send any feedback in, please do so, and maybe I can always do like a season recap or something like that. But I don't anticipate doing so. But if I do get a lot of listener letters, I'm definitely open to it. All right, until then, I'm Nicole. Take care.